So my name is Houssem Jerbi. I am the director of Smart PMO. I'm going to talk today about how artificial intelligence can help in decision support for construction projects. Maybe a little bit of background about Smart PMO. So we started this company because we saw a huge gap in the construction and capital projects market about efficiency of project delivery. And basically, we build AI and analytics tools to help solve problems related to project management for infrastructure and construction. So everyone in the room knows that the construction sector, one of the most challenges for the construction sector now is project delays and cost overruns. If I ask what's the most famous project inefficiency in this country, everyone will know it's the New Children's Hospital. If you don't know, you're not in the right room. But this is not the only example for projects that didn't go as per the plan. These problems happen across the world. Like you don't have to Google hard to find these types of newspapers, clips, problems in the US, UK, Germany, all over the world. But if we try to understand the factors behind these problems, so everyone will know the factors, but they all fall under uncertainty and complexity of projects. So you will have projects that are delayed, projects that are that goes cost overrun. It's hard to coordinate between stakeholders working on the same project across different sites, including field engineers, construction managers, project managers, vendors, contractors, etc. And then also the construction sector has variable conditions like the weather, like changing variables, economic variables, legislations like Brexit, etc. Everything makes construction project management so challenging. Also, capital projects, like a Gantt chart for capital projects, will have hundreds of thousands of tasks and transactions. And currently, we are relying on a human being to actually manage all of this. But, you know, as a human, we have limited information processing capabilities, so we can't get our heads around all of this. But then on the other side, there is data that's being generated every second during a construction project. So whether it's scheduled data tracked in Excel sheets or through project management software like Primavera or Microsoft Project, or documents or financial data within enterprise systems, chat and emails, etc. And lots of construction companies look at this data first as a challenge. They have to manage to store this data securely on the cloud, but actually this data is more than an opportunity than a challenge. Let's see these numbers. I know everyone in the room should be familiar with these numbers. So this is a survey run by KPMG where they interviewed the project owners of mega projects. So 59% of the projects were more than 10% over budget, and 75% of these projects ended up delayed, so they delivered more than 10% compared to their original deadlines. But what's interesting here is that the project owners, 50% of them think that if they had more advanced and smart tools, they should be able to avoid these cost overrun and delays. And here is the opportunity, and here is why we actually started Smart PMO. Now, let's park this for a second and let's look at AI. So AI, it's a buzzword, everyone knows about it. It's been so popular and have had great impacts in sectors like automotive, healthcare, e-commerce, retail, financial services, just to name some. And if you ask the CIOs of companies in these sectors, what was the first impact or the best impact of AI into your company, one of these 4 benefits will pop up on the list. So AI is good at detecting patterns. So AI will detect patterns that human cannot see. And then AI can calculate, can do complex computations and calculations while better accuracy than a human. And then also AI is good at automation. It can automate repetitive tasks. And also it's good at self-learning. It can adapt through progressive learning from historical data and then apply this knowledge to future transactions. Now, if we bring these benefits and try to think how these benefits could help to solve the problems in construction that we just saw together. So in terms of detection of patterns, AI might help to identify risks that human cannot see within a construction project environment. Also, AI can produce more accurate results than human, so it can measure the risk impact more accurately than human. It can help produce more accurate forecasts and then end up with more accurate plans in terms of schedules and costs. And then AI can automate human tasks. One example is when there is a problem within the project, instead of having the project manager spending hours and hours going through dozens of data sets to find out the reason behind the problem, AI can pinpoint the root cause analysis of the root cause of these problems, and then the project manager will spend time on solving the problem rather than trying to understand what's behind the problem. And then also AI can, of course, look at the previous experience of the projects, understand this experience, and then use this experience to optimize future projects. So if we think about Google Maps, okay? So if you are driving on M50 in Dublin and you are at the exit number 6, and there is a congestion, traffic congestion between exit 8 and 9. So you won't know this until you reach exit 8, and then you are in trouble. But if you've got a friend of you who is close to the exit 9, and he can message you and inform you about this congestion, or you have been driving in the same route every day in the same time, so you can know that at this specific time between these exits, there will be a congestion. Then you will have the chance, the opportunity to navigate around, okay? So everyone who is driving now, he's using Google Maps. So we just put the destination, we press a button, and then Google Maps will give us directions. But what's more interesting here about Google Maps, it can adapt to changes. So if there is a congestion or there is a problem on the road, it will provide you with, it will alert you. So as you can see here, there is a red line within the area of problems. And then if you change of direction, it will adapt quickly and provide you with the alternative route based on your changes. So if we think about a Google Maps for construction, so a tool that will handle smartly any changes that you have in terms of your schedules and during the project execution, and then it will provide you with recommendations. It will be your digital assistant, and then you can take these recommendations, or you can just disregard them. But at least there are insights there to help you. That's actually using collective intelligence, because the way that Google Maps work, it aggregates the experience of everyone who has been driving on the road, and then it adds geospatial tag data with weather data, and then it provides you with all the world collective experience to serve you this type of smart guidance. Now, at Smart PMO, we have built a platform that's using AI to address these problems. So this is not a project management platform. It's a platform that sits on top of any project management data or platform to provide, to help with decision support, optimization, and improvement of processes. So there are two offers that fit two different levels of digitization maturity. One, we can run this platform on the live projects, and it will help the business, construction companies and contractors to control their projects and to optimize their delivery. And then the other offer, it's for actually looking at, it's a retrofit offer. It looks at the completed projects and try to understand, to do retrospective analysis. So this is designed for decision makers, executives, project owners, planners, project managers as well, people on the field, operation, contractors, and it could be applied throughout the life cycle of the project, from planning through design, construction, to maintenance and post-mortem. So the first offer, which is Retrofit, it actually, it's at the post-mortem stage. So we take completed projects and then we run an automated AI process that will, uncover inefficiencies that haven't been seen by the teams during the project time, and then it will understand through AI what caused these problems, and then it will come up with insights that will help you to use these experience to better plan next projects and improve the business performance. So in a nutshell, it's an evaluation and stress testing report that will tell you what went wrong for these completed projects, why it went wrong, and how you can change it in the future. So this is the Retrofit offer, which applies to completed projects. So we are not going to work on any live or ongoing project. Now the other offer, it applies to live projects. So it's about a practical live construction environment. It will provide a 360-degree view of your project performance from different perspectives: portfolio, project, contractor, site, down to the activity and task level. And then it will predict the risk early in the project or even before it happens. And then there is a recommendation engine that will recommend actions for you to help you mitigate the risk. So basically what this brings, the benefits of this to the business is it will provide incremental, objective transparency, and then also it will remove, discomfort between team members and then between client and contractors, because it will be the ground truth of facts. Everything is based on data. And then also it will help companies and contractors to more efficiently manage changes. So the way it works, we have got automated data connectors that will pull the data, schedule data and other data from the major project management software like Primavera, Microsoft Project, Excels, and Asta Power Project. And then it will integrate this data with other data that we might import from the enterprise systems or external data like weather. We do also process PDF reports related to the project. Then we add this to our existing project database. And then depending on the component Retrofit, we'll try to understand the performance of the previous projects, and as we have seen right now, it will run a retrospective analysis and generate automated report. And then for live projects, it will provide with interactive dashboards that will tell you where you are sitting now, the current status of your projects, and then the predicted status, the main risks that you need to care about, and then how you can solve these risks. And of course, data refresh is automated, and every time there is data imported, there is data integrity assurance and data quality, which is performed as the data is refreshed. So there is no human work to be done on this thing. So there are too many benefits to this approach, to be honest. But if I will take one, I would say that help contractors and construction companies to deliver projects in time and in budget, and then that help to decide faster but better, and this is the most important thing. Now we have implemented this with a major infrastructure government agency ministry in the Middle East. So they have got 402 projects of maintenance, design and construction. This is excluding their maintenance projects, with 1,500 workers in general and 52 contractors and subcontractors. So they do design, construction, and maintenance of roads, tunnels, and bridges. So when we started working with them, there were too many challenges. One, they haven't got a consistent database record of their project schedules, and they were not tracking well their project performance and progress. So there were some departments and teams who were using Microsoft Excel, others were using Microsoft Project, others were using, they were not keeping track of their data, of their project performance. But then also, for those who were keeping track of project progress, there were a challenge about data integrity. So 15 years of data was not really ready for, to extract intelligence. So we had to cleanse this data and then do a lot of processing and work to bring it to a trustworthy level where we can derive intelligence from it. So when we started, 36% of the projects were behind schedule and 41% were beyond budget. So what we did, on the first stage, we did the retrofit approach, where we actually run retrospective delay analysis to understand the causes. And then the retrospective analysis informed the live project intelligence component, where we were able to automate schedule quality analysis, predict the risk, and provide recommendations of actions to mitigate the risk. Some benefits of Smart PMO for this client was after 8 months, delay was decreased from 36 to 9%. That reduced the cost by 7% and take out 80% of the reporting time that was done by the teams. So we have been recently, by the way, shortlisted by Highways UK for their Innovation Infrastructure Challenge, and we look forward to work with them. But actually, we also look forward to work on pilot projects with Irish construction and engineering companies on either the retrofit component or the live project control and optimization component. The data we will need, it ranges from small to large, but we need to the partners should have, should be tracking project progress using Excel or any type of other project management software. Thank you.